And the lesson continues when the bird took that letter. Again, the bird carried it, dropped it, she read it. She consulted her armies and her managers and her lawyers. Well, you know lawyers again. I don't know what advice they gave her. But all her people, what do you think they told her? Let's go to war, man. Who is he? What he thinks he is? He's big, we are wealthy, we are powerful, we got it all. We're going to go to war with him. But she was a clever woman. That's why she was the queen. She's tried a little strategy now. Not a strategy, eh? She sent some gifts for Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam. And when he got the gifts, and we cut on it very short here. I just want to get 1-2 points here and we're going to done, inshallah. She sent the gifts to him. When he got the gifts, Mufassirin and commentators say he did not even open the gifts. Because he knew it was a little bribery coming here. She's trying to soften his heart. He told his people, take it back. Never open it. Take it back. And tell her if she does not accept my message to submit to Allah, I'm coming. We're going to have some action. Now we're going to have some action. And when the messenger went and told her, boy, again she was smart. Her people were like, let's go to war. We have armies, we got people, we got wealth. She said no. She was wise, she was smart. She decided, I am going to meet Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam. Let's do some negotiation. Let me meet him. Who is this man? Claims to be a king and a prophet. Let's see if he's fake, if he's real, what he's all about. So Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam, who's so clever again, she sent him a message, plus he got his birds. He got his bunch of CIA and FBIs who were flying around and keeping track what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they were able to, she sent a message and they came back and told him she's coming with her army. He said, all right, we're going to be a little more slick than her now. So he got his people, and the Quran tells us about the jinn Ifrit. And when he said, you know what? I need her throne to be here at my palace before she reaches. You see the wisdom? He wanted to show her who is the man of power. The jinn offered to do it, Ifrit. Then the Quran tells us about a very neck, pious, educated, righteous person who said, I will get it done before the blink of an eye. Cut a long story short, the throne was there. When she arrived and she saw this, she didn't know it was hers though. Sulaiman alayhi salam was very smart again. Now this is some wisdom for you and I. When you do business and you do transactions, you have to deal with enemies and you have to deal with people. Use some hikmah. Wisdom, the wise Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam, he disguised her throne. Some of the commentators of the Quran says he placed certain things on her throne that she always imagined that she would do. The kind of pearls and diamonds and decoration that she did with the throne, that he did with her throne, when she reached, she was like, nah, that couldn't be my throne. Number one, it couldn't be here before me. How is that? I left my throne back there. So that's one doubt she had. Then the way it looked, she was fascinated about it, but he was clever. You like it? Yeah, she loves it. He said, well, that's yours. That's your throne. So she was totally mesmerized. Ballistic, as we would say. Hypnotized. My throne reached before me. Whatever. Again, cut a long story short. Then she asked to go in his palace because she's trying to check him out. But she didn't realize he's smarter than that. So you see, that's how you men got to be, right, Hafiz Munir? Don't let the ladies outsmart you. You be a little slick like Sulaiman alayhi salatu. That's why we learn these lessons. Be slick. Here's a queen trying to outsmart the king, the prophet, but he showed her spirituality. But remember what we said in the beginning. Allah blessed him with the quality of being a king with all his power and wealth. So he used that for dawah. Dawah, this is his mission, to make her a Muslim. That was his mission. That was the letter. Wasn't that the letter we just read in verses 30 and 31 in Surah Namal, chapter 27? So she asked to go in the palace. Some say it was another palace he built. Some say it was his palace. Some say he sort of enhanced his palace for her welcoming. And what did he do? He put a glass floor. So when you go in Orlando and you look at Epcot and you see glass and aquariums and you go to sophisticated countries and you see all these fascinating water and glass, that is late business. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam did it long before. See what he did? Sophisticated glass floor. He was not only a man of class, he was a man who was not only classy, he was glassy. Yeah, he was glassy. When she walked on it, she immediately pulled up her clothes. Because she was like, what? She thought it was water. So slick this glass floor was. Some scholars and Mufassirin says the glass was designed like an aquarium with water underneath, fishes and the whole works. Some say it was real water underneath and fishes. And she thought it was real water and it was a lake she was walking into. And she pulled her dress up. And that, she realized, there is no competition with this man. He is beyond. He's beyond. Bravely, he told me to accept his Lord. And here he proved to me he has outnumbered me in his power of kingdom and leadership and class. Immediately, then the verse in the Quran says here, in verse number 44, same Surah Namal. So I remind myself and remind you, I had to just cut this long story short. Go home, read these verses, develop some iman and hikmah, wisdom, leadership, dawah, how he was. It was all about dawah. Yeah? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about, right in this verse, it's a long little verse, after she walked over this glass and she was totally hypnotized and mesmerized by his creativity and his ability, immediately said, قَالَتْ رَبِّ إِنِّي ظَلَمْتُ نَفْسِي. She immediately confessed that she has committed oppression to herself. She has oppressed herself by not believing in Allah. And then she said, وَأَسْلَمْتُ مَعَ سُلَيْمَانَ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And I submit to Allah with the messenger, Prophet Sulaiman. Allah, the Rabbil Alameen. See, so what did we say before? Bi'idhnillah, Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam used, in those days they used the kingdom to counteract and conquer the enemies who thought that power was in money and kingdom. Nowadays, that's not it. You can walk with gold and diamond on the road, and you know what? Nobody will honor you, and they might think you're on drugs.